Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So for this video, I kind of wanted to jump on the bandwagon of what I've seen a lot of other YouTubers talking about, and that is 20 brands to try in 2020. This one was a little bit, I think, easier for me than it would be for a lot of beauty YouTubers because I actually haven't tried that many brands. For somebody who's like a makeup enthusiast, like you'd be surprised, I've kind of stuck with like the same few brands every time. Because once I find something I like, I kind of tend to stick with it. So for me, there were a lot of choices of things that I've never tried a single product from. So let me just jump right into the 20 brands that I would like to try this year. I'm definitely not promising that I'm going to because like money is a thing, and I don't know if I could realistically afford to buy a single product from each of these brands. I mean, some of them are like they range from like drugstore to like higher end, so some of them are a little more realistic than others. But let me start with the first one. And that would be M Cosmetics. This one's a little confusing for people because there's actually two different brands called M Cosmetics. There's the Michelle Phan one that everyone kind of knows about, but that's not the one I'm kind of talking about here. I'm talking about M Cosmetics, like spelled E-M-M-E. And so my reason for kind of wanting to try this brand is like, number one, I'm kind of getting more into giving indie brands a try, and this is definitely like an indie brand. But also, I'm Canadian. I live in Ontario, and this is actually a brand that is also in Ontario, Canada. So I really like the idea of supporting kind of like a local business. I've checked out some of their products online, and like I'm really interested in trying out like their eyeshadows and just seeing how they perform. So that would be the first brand I would like to try in 2020. These aren't really in like a particular order though, so like just take that for what you will. Okay, so that's the first one. The next one is Midas Cosmetics. So the reason I kind of put this one on there is like it fits the qualifications because I've never tried anything from them before, but also Smoky Glow just announced that she's doing a collaboration with Midas Cosmetics in the very near future. So I kind of am cheating by putting this on here just because I already know I'm for sure gonna probably be buying the collaboration, like something in that collab, and I haven't tried this brand before, so it's kind of like this one is kind of like a for sure I'm gonna be trying this brand. It's kind of another indie brand, but yeah, I probably wouldn't have tried them otherwise if it weren't for the collab. But now that Smoky Glow is doing that collab, like I want to be supportive of her, and so I thought might as well. It's like a perfect time to give this brand a try. Next, I have Revolution Beauty London. I've talked about this in other videos, like they have those cute little teddy bear palettes. I put this one on here because it is one of the more affordable brands. It's like a drugstore brand, and the price point is like definitely something where I might actually have the opportunity to give this one a try without like breaking the bank. And I do like really want to get one of those teddy bear palettes. So that one is the next brand I would like to try this year. The next one is one that people might be surprised I haven't actually tried this one yet. It's ColourPop. So I've never actually bought anything from ColourPop in the past. Again, they're more affordable, so I liked that aspect of it, including it on this list because it's a little more realistic for me. But yeah, everyone talks about ColourPop and how great it is and stuff, and I do kind of hesitate when it comes to the palettes that have like the pressed glitters because I don't like pressed glitters. But I don't think every single palette has that, or if I want, I still consider it trying out the brand if I just get a single shadow, so maybe I'll just go that route with ColourPop. That's another one I'd like to try because I just want to see what all the hype is about with that one. The next one is Makeup Geek. They sell like single eyeshadows. They might sell palettes and stuff too, but I'm more interested in their single shadows because they have a lot of different textures, like foiled eyeshadows, duochrome eyeshadows, stuff like that. And I've heard a lot of other YouTubers kind of talk about this brand, and they're pretty reasonable price, so that's another one I'd like to try out. The next one is Kaleidos. Again, I've heard lots of beauty YouTubers talk about their eyeshadow palettes in particular, or their highlighters, and so that's another one that I kind of want to give a try. The next one, again, might be a little bit confusing for people because it's kind of like not really a overly popular brand. It's Essence Cosmetics. It's a really, really cheap brand. Like, it's really affordable. It's a drugstore brand. And the reason I have it on here is because a lot of my other picks for this list have been because I want to try their eyeshadows, and like there's only so many eyeshadows I can try. So when it comes to Essence Cosmetics, I'm thinking I will try like maybe their mascara or something like that. Like, one of the products that I tend to gravitate more to drugstore level anyway. And then it's, again, just another one I can say that I tried without like spending an outrageous amount of money. But I've heard that their mascara is actually pretty good. I've heard some other YouTubers talk about that they don't have like the crappiest mascara in the world, so maybe I'll give that one a try. Next, I have a pretty popular, well-known brand, and that is The Balm. I've never tried The Balm, actually, which might surprise some people because it was, at one time, it was like pretty popular. It's not as popular anymore, but still kind of popular. And for that, I was drawn to want to try this brand because I saw their new collection, I guess they call it, like the Auto Balm collection, and it comes in like these little tins with like a license plate on the front, and I just like totally got hooked by the packaging of that. Like, the packaging looks so cute, and so I thought it's a brand I've always wanted to kind of try, but I'm not big into like matte eyeshadows, and they had those like meat matte collections and stuff, so those never really like drew me in. But now that they have these new ones, they've got like some shimmers in there and stuff, and so that's kind of like a big selling point for me because I kind of like those. So that's another one. The next one is Shroud Cosmetics, and this is like an indie brand that used to go by the name of Strobe Cosmetics, but they recently rebranded. And I saw their Arcana palette, Arcana collection, and it looks so cute. Like, the palette is just like really just, the colors really speak to me and stuff. So, and I've heard good things from other YouTubers as well, so that's another one I would like to try out. Next we have Lunar Beauty. Apparently this is an influencer's brand. I never watched that influencer. I don't even know who he is. But I just love the packaging and the color story in the Moonspell palette. So I'm really hoping to like have an opportunity to buy that one this year because it looks really cute. Next is Fenty Beauty, the Rihanna brand. I'm not sure what product I would try from this. I just kind of want to try it. There was a palette, the Moroccan Spice eyeshadow palette by them, and that one really drew me in because I really liked the packaging. I really like the color story. So again, another one I'd like to try out, but it's a little more expensive, so I'm not sure I'm going to get to that one this year. Ooh, this one is really exciting. So I really want to try, I can't speak today, Glam Cosmetics. They're another indie brand, but they make these really funny and cute food themed palettes. So like the eyeshadows come in like, they have like a pizza one, a burger one, a taco one. Like, they just have like all these food palettes, and like the packaging is just so unique, and I've never really seen another company kind of take that angle really, except one other one, which I'm going to kind of get to, but it's not quite the same. Yeah, so I just, as soon as I saw those, I was really intrigued, and I thought it was like so creative and unique. And it's like another indie brand I can support, so that would be a nice one to try. It's a little more like, it's not like cheap or whatever, inexpensive. It's more pricier, I guess, but not insane. So maybe I will give that one a go too. I'm hoping I can get to that one this year. Next is a drugstore brand, and this one I'm kind of hesitating because I've heard some bad reviews about this brand actually. But like every time I look at the palettes like in photos, I just really want to try it for myself because like the colors are so pretty. But this is Pacifica Cosmetics. It's like a drugstore quality brand. Like, their eyeshadow palettes are like $18 or something like that, like pretty affordable. So that is one other reason why I feel like it's not the end of the world if I get it and I hate it. And perhaps that's going to be the case, but they also have some sales right now, so they have a couple palettes on for like $12 or something. So maybe I'll just like give that one a try, but I don't know what to expect really from that one. Next is another indie brand called Lethal Cosmetics. This one is, I've heard good things about their eyeshadows. They have a lot of really interesting duochromes and things like that, and those are always really exciting for me. So I might just get some of their single eyeshadows, because that way I can still say I've tried it, but not like fork out a ton of money. Next is another more affordable brand. It's BH Cosmetics. I've never tried BH Cosmetics, but I like a lot of their, at least the look of a lot of their palettes. Like they have really nice kind of cutesy packaging. Like they do like a lot of like galactic kind of stuff. So I think that's kind of cool. So maybe I'll just try that one. Next is another, it used to be considered an indie brand, but I would say it's more mainstream now, and that is Juvia's Place. I've never tried Juvia's Place, but obviously like it's really blown up in the YouTube sphere. So, and they just released some new mini palettes, so I might try maybe just one of their mini palettes, because I don't think I really need like I said, I have so much eyeshadow already that like it's insane for me to even think about buying this much, and chances are it probably won't happen. But yeah, that's another one I would like to try if I can. Next is another indie brand, Smoky Glow, also kind of raved about this particular brand, and it's Colored Rain. So that's another one I want to give a try. Okay, so this is another mainstream brand that I've just never had the opportunity to use, and it used to be way more popular, I feel like, a few years ago, not so much anymore, and that's LORAC. I've never tried LORAC. I don't even know exactly what kind of a product I would want to buy from LORAC. Wow, my camera is not... Okay, there we go. But just, I don't know. I don't know which one I would really want to try. Their eyeshadow palettes look cool, that's all. Then the next one, earlier I said about Glamlight that they're like the only brand kind of doing a food theme, except for one other one that I'm thinking of, and that is the next one I want to talk about, which is Beauty Bakery. Now Beauty Bakery is, they don't do so much of the like actual food as the packaging, but they do have like a food theme kind of going on. And their packaging is really, really cute. I really like a lot of the color stories, so that's another one I'd really like to try. And then that was 19, so this is the last one now. And this one I put on the list simply because of the accessibility factor. So I'm Canadian, like I've said already, and we have a chain of drugstores here, Shoppers Drug Mart, and they're like everywhere. Like every town has a Shoppers Drug Mart, so it's really easy to access. And they have their own like Shoppers Drug Mart brand, and it is called Quo brand. So I just put this on the list because I feel like at some point I will wander into the drugstore and maybe I'll see if any of their Quo brand stuff is on sale and maybe just give it a shot, just because it'd be really easy. It's relatively affordable, but it's more of like the higher end drugstore. Like if drugstore was on a scale, they're like the more expensive drugstore type stuff. But they have like brushes and things like that, so it doesn't necessarily have to be makeup that I try from them. So that is 20 brands that I would like to try in 2020. Once again, not making any promises, definitely not, and I almost guarantee that I probably won't be able to try all 20, but I'm gonna have those in the back of my mind next time I do make a makeup purchase. I want to think, like, before I go and buy another Too Faced product or another, you know, Tarte product that I've already tried countless times before, maybe I'll actually venture into doing something new, especially because that way I can have like an opinion about it for you guys on this channel. But I'm only gonna, you know, I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy these things if I don't need them or want them. Like, I'm only gonna think about that if I'm already on the hunt for some new makeup anyway. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any suggestions out of those 20 that I listed. I'm sure you've heard of at least one or two of them, especially the more mainstream ones. Let me know in the comments below which one either that you want me to try or that you've tried and you really love that you would like recommend. I'd love to get your input on that. And yeah, so that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like and subscribe. I always forget to say that. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye guys.